Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and I'm back today with the Collab-tastic ladies doing an eye look for you. We exchanged pictures, formed a color palette from the pictures, and I'll have to post mine on Instagram because my computer's down right now. But anyway, I wanted to do an eye look for you today using the colors that were chosen from the photo that I received from Becky's Empty Nest. And so it's Becky's Empty Nest, Joy Keeps You on Your Toes, Lauren Perkins and I that are coming at you today with these eye looks from photos or pictures that each one of us chose and we swapped around. And so I got Becky's, and so the palette that I received has this lovely shade of purple, and so I'm going into my the Queen palette from Eloise, and I'm using this shade here called Majesty, which is what I've already laid down on my eyelids for the purple. And so anyhow, now we're just going to go on, and you can see I've already done quite a bit on my face today, so I'm just going to try to keep this straight and to the point. Alright, then I'm going to go into my Hip Dot Cenote palette for the blues and greens that were in my color story, and again that picture will be posted on Instagram. And so I'm just going to go right in with this beautiful shade here called Maya. It's a matte, and so I need another color in my transition, and so I'm just going to go right underneath this purple and lay this down and try not to get any fallout on my nose. I love this color story. I think it is so spring-like, and it's so pretty. It reminds me of the irises that bloom, and of course we're not anywhere near that right now. It'll probably be another month before they bloom. But right now we have daffodils blooming. We've got forsythia bushes blooming. We've got Bradford pear trees blooming. We've got tulip trees blooming. I haven't seen any tulips yet, but those some of the early flowering shrubs and trees are blooming. And so anyway, those early spring blooms, they're all blooming here in this part of Tennessee where I live. And I live in the almost to the west part of Tennessee. But anyway, I'm like 90 minutes from Memphis. I'm east of Memphis, down towards the state line of Tennessee and Alabama. So I'm not far from Alabama. I can get to Alabama in probably about 45-50 minutes. Okay. It takes me about 2 hours to get to Nashville, and about an hour and a half to get to Memphis. I'm about an hour away from Jackson. I mean, I'm in a rural area, but there's, you know, populated places around me, you know, within a reasonable distance. I mean, we can make day trips really easy. Okay, so that's the blue on top of the purple. I'm going to use just a little bit of this blue, and I'm going to go underneath the lash line and just put something down right there. And you can see I already have a coat of mascara on. Since my computer's down, I can't edit, so I'm just trying to do something in real time here that's fairly quick that I can upload on my phone, because I'll have to upload and edit and everything on my phone. My computer does this sometimes, y'all. It aggravates me. Okay, so let's go into the next shade of blue, which is this beautiful, it's like a satin finish. It's called Ancient, right there. And I'm just going to work in this outer V. And just to kind of build that area up a little bit more. And connect the bottom to the top. This reminds me of the 70s. This is the way we used to wear these bright blues in the 70s. Okay, now I'm going to go on with this bluish green right here called Meltwater. And I'm going to put that right here on the lid. Ooh, this color is awesome. Look at that. Gorgeous. Colors like this, these bright colors like this, these bluish green colors they remind me of the colors I was drawn to when I was in high school. The shade I'm using right now is similar to a shade I used in high school. Of course, back then we didn't have shadows that were near as pigmented as the ones we have right now. But anyway, there was this company called Aziza. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of them or not. But anyway, Aziza put out a bluish green eyeshadow that I loved. Okay, now for the inner corner, I'm going to take this shade right here. This is really light pastel bluish green. It's called Rain, and I'm just going to use my finger. And I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. This is a pretty color. And then I'm going to take a little tiny detail brush and I'm going to put some of that right underneath the lash line, right here in the front, to kind of mimic what we're doing up above. And just to make sure that that whole inner corner is really good and covered. Okay, and then I'm going back into the Queen palette. And I'm going to mix a couple of shades to get that light pinkish pastel color that was in my color palette. I'm going to take this one here called Empire, which has like a peachy tone. But I'm going to mix it. I'm going to mix it with this shade here called Crown, which has almost like a lilac kind of a vibe. But if you mix the two of these, I discovered that you get like a really pretty shimmery pink. And I'm just going to go right here underneath the brow bone with that. And this is the 6th color of my color story that was selected for me. So anyway, y'all be sure to scoot on over to Instagram and check out my photo that Becky chose for. She didn't choose it for me, but she chose it, and that we all just submitted our pictures to Joy, and Joy is the one that assigned, you know, each one of us our photos, our pictures. to work with. So anyway, that's it for me today, you guys. I'll leave the links to everyone's channel down below. Be sure to visit all my girls. And we are the Collab-tastic ladies. And if you're interested in joining this collab, what we do is we take palettes basically from our BoxyCharm and our Ipsy subscriptions, and you know, the ones that we all have the same palette. You know, when we get the same palette, we work from those palettes, or we do other challenges as well. You know, where you know, like today, you know, there was no assigned palette. So anyway, that's it for me today, you guys. Just shoot me a message on Instagram and let me know if you're interested in this collab, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this 70s vibe I got going on. And I'll be back on Friday with Lipstick Friday. Lipstick Friday. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Mwah. God bless you today. It's my prayer. We'll see you next time.